friends, welcome back to my channel. If you can't tell by the name of today's video, we have a very fun but daunting video planned. We're gonna go book shopping today, and you're probably like, Angel, why is this daunting? Because I have never filmed like fully in public. A little nervous. But I do have lots of Indigo gift cards from Christmas, and I'm going into the goal today. I'm capping myself to 3 books, and if I get 3, one has to be nonfiction. You guys see my goals video for 2024. One of my goals for this year is to read at least 5 nonfiction books, because last year I read 0, but I realized I went back, I think I should read 1, because I read like a nonfiction book about like solo traveling. So I did read that one. So I guess I read 1 book last year. So my goal is to read 5 this year. If I grab 3, one has to be nonfiction. The other 2 can kind of be like free game. I don't really have any idea of what I want going in. There's like a couple books I kind of like have my eye on, like I might grab if they are there. But yeah, the plan is literally Starbucks for fuel, book shopping. Let's go. Okay, guys, we just arrived. If you guys don't know, we're kind of in the middle of like a winter storm right now, and I didn't bring a jacket because I didn't want to wear one in the vlog, so we're gonna sprint inside. I didn't realize if they have Butcher and Blackbird in, I will be getting that because I've heard it's like a serial killer romance, which sounds very interesting. So that might be on the list, but we're gonna go sprint inside, obviously start with some Starbucks. Okay, friends, we are back with my little stack of books here. I severely overestimated how confident I would be filming in public and underestimated how busy I was gonna be at Indigo today. For reference, we're like kind of in the middle of like a little winter storm right now. Like last night we got a huge downfall. I think it was almost 20 centimeters, like between like 6 and midnight, and then like going into night as well. And then even the roads like aren't great this morning, so I thought it was gonna be like not busy, so that was a good day to go and film this, and it was packed. I don't know what was going on, but like you cannot walk into an aisle without at least 3 people being in that same aisle with you, and I was like, I'm not bringing out a camera right now, I can't do it. So I did a good job like filming like the books I was looking at. I got like a couple clips of me looking at books, but like I didn't speak in there. I was not feeling that adventurous yet, so maybe next time. But I still did pretty good for like my first time like filming in public, sort of. But let's get into the goodies that I got today. This one's kind of a cop-out, but also not, because I'm not going to use it for its intended purpose. So I was allowed to buy 3 books if one of them were nonfiction, because my goal this year is to read 5 nonfiction books. And I got this book, and clearly it's not nonfiction, but it's like a guidebook. It's not like a book that I would count on my Goodreads, I don't think. Like, I guess I could. It's like 150 pages. It's just like a guide for like, it's called the Travel Hack Handbook. It's by Lonely Planet. I have another one by them for like solo traveling. It was like the guide to solo travel, and I read that last year. I really enjoyed it. And it's just about like how to plan your trip, budget, all that stuff. And obviously, someone who loves to travel, I thought this book I'd actually read and really enjoy. So I got it. I think I'm gonna count it for my 5 nonfiction books this year, but it counted for this Indigo trip because it is a nonfiction book that I bought on the trip. Really excited. I only have 1 trip planned for this year so far, but it's such an amazing destination because I'm going to Scandinavia with my best friend. We're doing like Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, and I'm so excited for that trip. I'm hoping to vlog it too, or at least like vlog clips of it for you guys. So not really book related, but I will also be sharing my reading while I'm there. And then I got Thrive. This is the 6th book in like the Addicted series. The series was previously like the Addicted series and the Calloway Sister series, but it's all just one big series now. They changed how it is, and when they republished with Berkeley, it's all just like one big series now. It's not separate. So this is clearly the 6th book. I'm not sure where it falls like in the original situation, to be honest. And you're probably wondering why I've bought book 6 when I haven't read book 1 yet, and that is a great question. But I own the first 5, so at this point, if I own half of the series, I'm gonna buy the whole thing, and I'm gonna read the whole thing, even if I'm not like 100% enjoying it, but I really think I will. Before I got the first 5, I literally read like the first 2 chapters of Addicted to You on my Kindle, and I was really enjoying it. So naturally, those 2 chapters justified me buying now 6 books. I think it makes sense. And as I show you this last book, you're probably like, oh, Angel, it's Butcher and Blackbird. No. You see, I went in there and I would go into a haze whenever I go into Indigo, and I completely forgot about Butcher and Blackbird. I feel like if I had seen it on a shelf, I would have remembered it, but I didn't see it on a shelf. So I don't think it was there. And I looked at every single shelf. I walked around that place. I know if I'm actually buying it on Amazon, I know I've seen it on Indigo's website, but I have actually never seen it in stores. But the second book is coming out, so I would love to get that eventually. So I might have to order it online maybe. The last book is not Butcher and Blackbird, but I did get She Who Became the Sun. The power these little stickers have over me, like Baz will never see this video, but if by chance Baz ever does, shout out to you. I cannot tell you a single thing about this book because I was stressed and Indigo looking, trying to like film and also do everything. And there was not a synopsis like anywhere on this book. Anywhere. Not in the inside, but there is like pages and pages of praise, and just like the entire back is praise for this book. It does say here, Shelley Parker Chan's She Who Became the Sun reimagines the rise to power of the Ming Dynasty's founding emperor, which just sounds really, really interesting. And I think the reason why I was drawn to this is because the past couple times I've gone into Indigo, I've seen, I think it was like He Who Drowned, is it He Who Drowned the World, or what is that? Whatever the sequels to this one, it's He Who Drowned the something, whatever that something is. That cover has really been calling to me, and it just looked so beautiful, and I kept seeing like the sequel to She Became the Sun, and I was like, well, can't grab it then. And then I found it in the aisle, and so I was like, okay, maybe I have to grab it. So this one we're gonna kind of go into blind. This was a fun pick because just like not in the plan, but I had like a very clear plan coming into 2024, and then I just keep steering from it slightly. I'm not sure if you guys saw though, I took video when I was in there. Once again, I went in wanting to buy a Brandon Sanderson book. You guys saw in the clip. Mass market paperback or literal textbooks are the only sizes you can get in like Canada at Indigo. So I was even with my boyfriend when we were there. I'm like, I have to order them online from the UK, I think, because like I'm not carrying around a brick. Like for reference, if you have like the OG, The Serpent and the Wings of Night and Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, like those paperbacks, they're like massive. I think it's bigger than that. It's bigger than those. So I didn't get any Brandon Sanderson today. And I was looking, and like all the Olive Blake books that were there were all hardcover. And if you guys know, I'm a paperback girly to my core. And then even like I was looking at some Kristen Hanna books, and all the Kristen Hanna books I either already owned, like they're ones I had bought a couple for Christmas, so they either had the ones in stock that I had, or there was one that I'm really looking at that I want to get next they didn't have in stock. So like kind of all the authors I was looking to buy from so far in 2024, that hasn't happened, but it's only middle of January. We have lots of time. And then not related to what we just did at all, but something I just want to talk about to kind of end this video off and introduce to my YouTube channel. Besides reading, one of my other like favorite hobbies is crocheting. I've become a grandma recently. I love crocheting. I've crocheted like cardigans, I've put in a blanket. I've made like a bunch of different stuff, and I've decided to make a book blanket in 2024. I unintentionally made it queen size, made it really long, but this is a star rating blanket. So I haven't actually made like the legend yet, but pretty much how it's gonna go is every single book I read this year, whatever star rating I give it, there's a color in this bag that correlates to it. So I pretty much like chose like rainbow colors. We have like purple. I think this one's my 4.25 star. This is my 3 star. Like there's a color that correlates with it. I've chosen the ones from 3 to 5 star right now, and they're like quarter marks. Like I have like 3, 3.25, but I haven't chosen colors for 1 star and 2 star yet, because I very, very rarely give books those. Because I honestly, like, I'm pretty good at choosing books like I know I'm going to like. Like I don't really branch out a lot, and if there's a book I'm kind of like on the fence about, I typically don't read it. If I'm being 100% honest, because my view on books, there's just too many out there. There's too many out there to read like mediocre books, or books that I'm not going to enjoy. So I think even last year I might have rated, like I read 207 books last year. I think 2 or 3 of them were a 2 star. Even then it was like a 2.75. It was a 2.5 star. And like obviously like, I pretty much always feel bad too, because like obviously authors put so much of themselves and so much time into their books, then me then read it to be like 1 star. Like I know they don't care that I think it's 1 star. I just feel bad about it though, you know. I know I shouldn't because reading is very subjective, but so I decided I will cross those bridges when I get to it, and I will make ones for 1 to 2 stars if I need them. I also have a ball of white here because I've decided that in between every single month, I'm going to put either a row or 2 of white to kind of break up the months so you can see kind of how much I read each month, also which months I slacked a little bit, which months I really popped off. So I'm not 100% sure about this yet, but I think this would be a fun addition to add to that as well. It's going to be a labor of love. It's going to take me all year long, but I've decided that maybe during my monthly reading wrap-up videos, I'll show you guys how the blanket's coming along as well. If you guys want more frequent updates on how the blanket's going, I'll be posting, I think, weekly updates on my TikTok where like every Sunday I'll sit down and we'll just crochet the rows for the books that I read that week, give like very brief thoughts on them, do the rows that correspond, and yeah. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm sorry it wasn't like super busy and like really lively. It was my first time filming in public, so I'm gonna be getting used to it, maybe possibly doing it more often. If you guys like this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm also on TikTok at Angel's Book Corner, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.